Maybe if I just look at here a little bit. Friends, stop it. Why are we so tasked with comparing ourselves to other people? God compels us and tells us many times that comparison is a thief of all joy. We can look at the Second Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12, where it says, "We do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise." They are not wise. When have you ever compared yourself and has it come with a benefit? Has it come with some sort of satisfaction or joy that you gain from yourself? Certain instances when you compare yourself to others, you may be trying to learn from them, but at most times you're looking at it from a point of envy, as a point of jealousy, as a point as acknowledging that some people are doing things better than you. Yes, you can look at other people as a learning opportunity to be able to better yourselves, better your understanding for certain things. When we look at them from an envious perspective, God literally tells it himself that you are not wise. You guys are just taking away the joy that you have from whatever pursuit of happiness that you're trying to pursue, whether it's focusing on your own development or you're building something that would further your development. For example, if you guys are starting a YouTube channel yourself and I was just focused on comparing myself to other people, how far do you think you would go within that YouTube channel? Genuinely. Because this is the same dilemma I face sometimes too. I'm not here just to shun you guys and not showcase my experiences myself. The comparison game, you will not win in the long run. How are you going to focus on the path that you have in front of you if your head's constantly on a swivel looking around to see what other people are doing? You cannot win without mindset, and you cannot experience the joy that God has planned for you if you're so focusing on what other people are doing and how their lives are better or compared to yours. You're not giving God the opportunity to work through you. You're not experiencing and being gratified with the gifts that he bestowed upon you. If God just wanted you to be a duplicate, he'd make you a duplicate. If he wanted you to set your path in alignment with someone else, he would have just put you in their plan to begin with. Because God has a set plan for you, and you have to understand that it's going to be long, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, you have to stick with it. If you envision how your future is going to be and you trust God, your comparison will only hinder you and push you further back. The moment you understand this, you begin to experience the wisdom that is bestowed upon you from God. This verse within the Second Corinthians only highlights one part of it. If we look at Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know I have plans for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Plans to give you hope in a future. If you're so focused on comparing yourself to others, what hope do you have if you're so clouded by the perspective of others and the judgment that other people are sharing upon you and you're comparing yourself to other people? How does that really allow you to have a bright future if you're so focused on getting hell bent on what other people are doing? You're getting in your own head. You're not allowing God to establish the plans that he has for you in the future and be able to work with him, as well as allow him to work through you to be able to bring those plans and dreams to fruition. It's hard, like I said, to acknowledge that sometimes we're getting in our own heads, we're self-depreciating ourselves by comparing ourselves with others. Like I said, if you're using it to learn, by all means, you always have to be humble and take criticism and acceptance and see how others are excelling and use that to build upon yourself. But if you're using it to get down on your own, you're losing motivation because of what you see from other people. You're not allowing God to bring his plan into fruition because you're working against God. You guys do not want to work against God. Like I said before, he has a plan for you. And for you to realize that plan, you have to align your will and understanding with God. And that means staying on your path, staying tunnel vision, and staying locked in to the point where you're not looking and deviating from the path that God has set for you. If you're too focused on looking left and right, how are you going to look at the path that's in front of you? Genuinely, friend. I just wanted to share this quick reminder with you guys because it's even a humbling experience for myself. Times I get discouraged, times I'm looking at other people's path. It's just a set reminder that you have to stay focused on what the God has planned for you. Genuinely. Thank you guys, friends, and God bless.